start here, right? Where were you in the stage of your company when you applied to Y-Combinator? And then was there a specific reason why you thought you were a great fit for Y-Combinator and vice versa?
Wow, yeah, that's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
When we started our application into YC, we were at our early stage that we are right now, and we only had a functional technology, but that was already tested in a lab setting.
Yep.
It wasn't tested with patients
Yep.
at that time. And at the beginning, well, we are female. I'm female founder. I'm from Latina background.
Yep.
There are really few opportunities for founders to have access to funding.
Yes.
And we heard about the YC experience, and a lot of founders told us like, okay, this is a really nice way for you to get funding. Like, okay, let's apply. And yeah, YC doesn't have a lot of biotech or medtech companies. They were evolving, they were accepting more at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we went into the application online. We had in trouble because what we did is that we have an interview with one of the YC partners before the reviewing to the interview online. And he told us like, okay, you should apply to YC and please just put my name over there. Then I'm recommending you.
Yeah. How did you find him? Yeah. How did you find him?
YC, what it does is that usually between batches,
yeah,
they host webinars, so they host interviews with partners. And you have a chance to talk to them about 50 minutes about whatever you want. If you want to talk about the NFL, which team was winning, you can talk about that.
Okay.
If you want to talk about your company, that's great, the COVID, whatever you want. And we explained to him like what was our company. And he was like, okay, you should definitely apply. And we were like, really? Do you accept biotech companies? And he was like, yes, we do. Please apply. And after that, we went into the interview. Yeah. Now, the interview is a really pressing process because you only have 10 minutes with the partners. And in 10 minutes, they decided to invest in you or not. They tell you the result at the end of the day. And usually
whether you got accepted to YC?
Yes, it's to YC.
Okay.
They tell you the same day.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have 10 minutes to convince the partners that you are a really good fit for YC. So YC usually what it does is that it separates companies into technology companies or user companies. There are companies that are more focusing on users or customer. How many do you have right now? If you have engaged something, or if you are solving a really pressing problem that are not quite there yet for customers, but if your technology or your solution is going to be huge, that doesn't matter. We welcome you. For example, there's a company called Cruise, and they were acquired right after their demo day in Y-Combinator by $1 billion or something like that. I can't remember the quantity. And they didn't have any sales yet. Why? Because their solution was so good, so accurately made that they made it to have an acquisition right after demo day. So that happens, and I have only seen it into Y-Combinator, and when we went into the interview, all questions were related to the technology. Efficiency, how many tests have we been made, how do we make sure that we're correct, and all the stuff. And after the interview, we waited for the call, and we went in.
Way amazing. So if I'm hearing correctly, what you did is you attended one of their office hours, you were able to get a referral, then you went into the interview where there were so many technical questions. So it's all about what you guys have done prior and how that can potentially affect your success in the future. And then that same day you got accepted. So wow, you guys delivered, which I think is great. And especially, it shows how, a founder can deliver under pressure, which I think is exciting. So, and so what was actual like YC batch experience like? I know that in the blog, which, you know, Republic, we have a superheroes journal. And so Liza is one of our superheroes. So, you know, you mentioned that it was intense, but was it really everything that you hope it be?
Yeah, actually, they have told me that it's a really intense way that to go to Y-Combinator, and they told me like, please don't go alone. Try to be with
That
your
sounds
co-founders.
dangerous. Okay.
No, it's because there's a lot of pressure because you are competing with all YC companies in your batch.
Yeah. And
So
these are
that's
big
why
batches, right? Like I saw the latest one was like
big batches.
200 or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why they told you like try to get together with your co-founders so that you can support each other,
Yeah.
and also to have a way to meet more people.
Yeah.
If there's only one founder talking to everyone, it's not going to be the same as there were other two founders or even employees.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And so how, just for everyone hearing, what how long is the batch? How was
Over
demo
3
day,
months.
and kind of that actually we can talk a little bit more about demo day itself, because you know we go at Republic, and it's definitely an event. Let's
Yes.
just say that.
No, it is actually for us we were extremely lucky because at demo day they only give you I think that 1 minute or 2 minutes at tops
Like on stage,
on
hey,
stage to be like, hey, this is me.
because it's 200 companies, so it makes sense. Like that's a lot of hours. So
Yeah, there's a lot of them, and usually for an investor's perspective, that's a lot of information for them to get in just one day. It's just so much companies around there, and what they have is like a Tinder for companies. So they select which which company swipe right, like the ones that you like, and swipe left, the ones that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy because for us, we raised 1.2 million in just 1 week after demo day.
Mm-hmm.
After demo day, what happens is that you have an investor day and you have a chance to talk with the ones that give you like, and some of them have a chance to write a message to you, like why do they want to meet with you. Because being a YC is usually like a quality statement for investors that this is a good company, a good fit. That's why they are presenting. So that's why you have as a founder a lot of opportunity to talk with a lot of investors, and not only for the ones that are present there, but also to have investors that are online watching you.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, that's a hectic process, but I'm glad you went through it. And just so people who are still not familiar with YC, how long is the actual batch itself?
Well, when we were at Y-Combinator in winter 17, we were a batch of 120 companies, and I think that right now the batch is 250
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah, no, but how long is like the actual, you know, courses and, you know, that whole I guess togetherness with your batch?
Oh, okay. So you have to be with your batch every week.
Yeah.
Every week you have to get into a Thursday meetings where they give you dinner and you have uh, exposures, other founders, like really big founders talking to you on stage, saying like, okay, this is what we did right and this is what we did wrong, and this is what I learned. And that's priceless because you get a chance to hear beforehand, like what are the tips for doing it right at the first time. And every 2 weeks, you got a chance to talk with your partners. YC assigns you to a group of 2 partners, and you get a chance to talk to them for 10 minutes about what you did good and what you did wrong, and what are you asking the group for you to do it. And then you hear like awesome stories like, okay, I get this contract of several millions of dollars, and how can I close it? And I go, wow, okay, that's nice.
I mean, everyone has their own process, and like, you know, it is
Yeah.
it's a long journey, right? It's a marathon.